I got a brand new diesel heater. Let's set it up and test it out. This one's made by Wippro and it's a little different. It runs on 12 volt, 24 volt, and 110. It comes with its own AC adapter, which just connects down here and then just plug it into the wall. It's also a set of leads to hook it up conventionally to a 12 volt or 24 volt battery. I know these heaters usually have a cool down cycle if you ended up losing power while it's running. I'm not too sure how it's gonna work with this thing if you were to run it on 110 and you were to lose power. Maybe have a battery hooked up to it just for it to have the cool down sequence. I'm not too sure. I'll have to test that further. Regardless, it is convenient to have it built in. That way there I don't have to mess around with AC to DC converters. There's a nice big fuel gauge on the front, and then you've got the specs written out right there. I actually like the pancake design, and they've got these nice chromy stainless steel handles on top that fold out here. If you notice, there is no air intake hose where you normally would have an air intake hose out of the bottom. It's just basically a big filter cover that goes over the hole. And you can see it right there, right next to the exhaust. Construction of it is actually quite sturdy. It's a lot thicker than previous diesel heaters that I've tested out. When I use my diesel heater in my garage, I use a marine exhaust port through my garage door here. And I just hook up the exhaust right to it, compression fitting. When I want to open the door, I just remove it, and we're good to go. We've got the diesel heater connected to AC, and we're gonna fire it up. With most diesel heaters, you can kind of hear the diesel pump ticking a little bit. This one here is not as bad as most though. As soon as you've got it going pretty much full speed, you can't hear it anymore. Now, there are a lot better ways to permanently mount these things, but I don't want to permanently mount it. I like it so that I can move it around. I've got more of these marine ports on different doors, and I can just move the heat where I need it, when I need it. So you can hear the pump going off right now, and the chamber inside just fired up, so it's gonna go through the firing sequence, and you'll see, I'll show you when it's fully running. There, it's fully on now. It's running at full speed. It's been on for a couple minutes, and that tone is barely audible. These things make a lot of heat. It should have no problem keeping this garage warm this winter.